Hello and welcome to the channel of proadvise GmbH. In our video series, everything revolves around the functionality and operation of proimporter. With proimporter, you can perform imports from Primavera P6 and Microsoft Project into Primavera P6 easily, smoothly, and without data loss. This powerful tool allows you to precisely adjust XER and MPP files. You can flexibly decide whether objects and data, such as projects, activities, start and finish dates, WBS elements, calendars, or codes should be modified, ignored, or newly created before the import. In this video, we take a detailed look at the Code and UDF tab, specifically when importing XER files. We will show you how proimporter handles codes and UDFs, how mappings can be configured, and which aspects require special attention to ensure a clean and consistent data structure in your Primavera P6 target database. Let's now switch to the proimporter interface. Let's start with global activity codes. As in the other areas of proimporter, all codes contained in the import file are automatically compared with the existing elements in the P6 target database. This allows you to immediately identify which codes already exist and which ones would be created. You can then define the desired import action for each individual code. Proimporter does not only evaluate the code itself, but also compares the associated values with the target database. This makes it visible when a code already exists, but individual values are missing. If a value is not available in the target database, the import action is automatically set to project scope. This allows missing values to be created at project level without unintentionally overriding existing global structures. This represents an important protection mechanism. Existing codes can be renamed, and unnecessary objects can be excluded from the import using the ignore function. They can also be reused through the use instead option. In this case, they can be specifically mapped to a suitable code from P6. In addition, the usage column shows how many activities are currently using a particular code. This gives you a clear overview of the actual relevance of a code before the import even begins. Next, we move on to EPS activity codes. These are a special case because standard XER imports only support EPS activity codes if they already exist in the target database. However, proimporter can always process these codes. It automatically checks whether the corresponding codes already exist within the EPS selected in the Project tab and assigns the appropriate status based on the result of that validation. New EPS activity codes can be created directly during the import, provided that no code with the same name already exists in another EPS area. If a code with the same name exists elsewhere, the status exists in unusable EPS will indicate this situation. The code can then be downgraded to project level and reused there. Next, let's look at project activity codes. These generally follow the same logic as the activity codes shown previously, but are relevant exclusively at project level. Here as well, proimporter automatically detects existing structures and indicates which objects will be reused and which ones would be newly created. In this example, all codes are set to create because none of the associated projects were found in the P6 database. This is followed by the areas project codes, resource codes, role codes, and assignment codes. These four code types work almost identically and can therefore be reviewed together. Proimporter automatically compares the codes with the existing structures in the P6 database and supports you in mapping existing objects. Functions such as use instead, rename, and ignore are available here as well. In addition, all included values are checked and compared against the existing values in Primavera. For all code types, the applicable length restrictions should be considered. The maximum allowed length of codes and values depends on the ID length settings defined in the Primavera application settings or on the configuration of the respective code. If the allowed length is exceeded, proimporter will already indicate the corresponding conflicts during import preparation. Let's now move on to the UDF section, also known as User-Defined Fields. Unlike the codes shown earlier, UDFs are generally global objects. Within proimporter, all UDFs are displayed in a clear and structured overview. In addition to the name, you can also see the corresponding subject area and data type. This allows you to quickly identify which object type a field belongs to and what kind of data can be stored in it. As with codes, several import actions are available for UDFs. Existing fields can be reused via use instead, ignored, or mapped to existing structures. If you choose a mapping, proimporter automatically considers the field's data type. This ensures that only technically compatible UDFs can be linked with one another. In many Primavera environments, a large number of user-defined fields have accumulated over the years. Therefore, it is often recommended to reuse existing UDFs and create new ones only when they are genuinely required. This helps keep data structures clear, consistent, and easier to maintain. For UDF text fields, the allowed field length should also be considered. Text fields support a maximum of 120 characters. If longer content is imported, it will be truncated accordingly. This was our overview of how proimporter enables smooth and lossless imports of XER files into your Oracle Primavera P6 database. If you don't want to miss any upcoming videos, feel free to subscribe to the channel and activate notifications. And if you would like to explore the topic in more detail right away, you will find a link to our website and additional information about proimporter in the video description. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.